What is up, my Major Calisthenics team? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build a strong core so that way you can master cool calisthenics exercises such as the muscle up, handstand, and the front lever effortlessly. Let's do it. My personal favorite core exercises are the hanging variations. So there are 3 levels with the hanging leg raises variation, starting off with the hanging knee raises, then hanging leg raises, and then toes to bar. We specifically do this because it will not only build up your core strength from your top to the middle to your lower abs, but also build up your grip strength so that when you do the muscle up, when you do the front lever, you're going to be able to have the endurance to be able to hold yourself. Starting off with the hanging knee raises, jump onto the bar, grip at the back, shoulders hip apart, thumbs wrapped under and around the bar, feet together, drive the knees up towards your chest, and then come down at a count of 2 seconds. So each rep, I'd like to take 3 seconds. So 1 second going up, 1, 2 going down. And this is going to reduce the likelihood of you swinging because you're forced to activate your core to really slow down the eccentric and have more control. For many of you guys, your hanging knee races may look a little something like this, where it's going all over the place, and that's because you're not using the tempo to slow down the movement. So remember the 3 second rule. 1 second up, 2 seconds down. And once you can do 10 reps for 3 sets on the hanging knee raises, you're ready to move on to the next progression, which is called the hanging leg raises. So this is going to work a lot more on your hip flexors and you'll require some hamstring mobility. So raise your legs up until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Point your toes to keep your knees locked out. So you can apply the 3 seconds rule again. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. From a different angle, 1, 1, 2. Point your toes, 1, 1, 2. Last one, 1, 1, 2. And once you can do that for 3 sets for 10 reps, you can move on to toes to bar. We're going to start off with 5 reps and then gradually build up to 8 and then 10 for 3 sets. So the key lies in bringing your feet up very fast, but then you can come down slow. As I bring my legs up, I'm kind of leaning back a little bit, pushing my hips up just so that I can come up a little bit more easier. Point your toes. 1, I've got tight hamstrings today. 2, 3. You're able to see that some people who have really good hamstring and hip flexor strength and mobility, they'll be able to just keep their back straight like this and fold your hips up. But for the many of us who don't have that flexibility, me myself included, we're going to have to use our back a little bit to pull our hips up so that way we can touch the bar. If your hamstring flexibility is really bad, you can bend your knees slightly and then build strength through this way, whilst also working on your hamstring mobility to gradually open up your posterior chain. The next core exercise I'm going to be showing you is called the plank. Now, this is probably one of the most basic exercises, but oftentimes I see people do it wrong. So let's fix that. The initial starting position is you're going to have your shoulders stacked on top of your wrist. Extend your feet back, push your bum down, and protract your shoulder blades. Protraction means you're going to be pulling your shoulder blades back like this to create a rounded back. When we do this, it's going to target our serratus anterior, which is going to help us recruit more muscles and activate our core and our serratus. So let's hold this position, bum down, protract, and then we're just going to squeeze our bum as well. Oftentimes I see people just have their bum sag down like this. We're going to have to push up. So try to have your shoulders to your feet in a straight line, and we're just going to hold this between 30 to 60 seconds. So shoulder blades rounded, don't have it retract like this, round. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your legs, and hold. The next exercise is called the hollow body hold, and it's one of my favorites, and I love to give this to my clients, especially if they want to learn the handstand, because it's going to teach them that discipline of keeping your core and glutes tight. So let's lie on our back. The key is to have your belly button pressed down into the ground so that your lower back is flat. So there should not be any arching here. Think about pulling your belly button back towards your spine, squeezing your glutes, feet together, lift them off 6 inches off the ground, look forward and hold. We're going to hold this for 25 to 45 seconds, and if this gets too hard, we just raise it up a little bit while keeping our lower back flat to the ground. And then as it gets super tough towards the end, you can bring your knees in towards your chest, drop your arms down to make this a lot more easier. Try to compact ourselves into a ball. Do this between 25 to 45 seconds. The next exercise I'm going to be showing you is called the sit-ups. Now the setup is very important. Ideally, you want to wedge your feet under something so that way your heels will not lift off the ground. So if you're training at home, you can stick your feet under your couch, or if you're training at the gym, you can stick your feet under a pair of dumbbells just to keep your heels flat into the ground. Now the distance between our butt and our heel is going to make a whole lot of difference. So the further it is away, the easier it is, because less load will be put on your core. Whereas the closer our butt is towards the heel, this is going to be a lot more harder for us. So hand positioning, very, very important. Always keep your fingers on your temple the entire time. Don't let go, because when you do, you're going to be relying on momentum rather than isolating our core. So fingers on your temple, use your core, come up, and we're going to do between 10 to 20 reps for 3 sets and really crunch. Imagine, this is an analogy that someone really taught me. Imagine if someone were to come and stab your lower back and you're like flinching like that, like tensing. That's the feeling you should get when doing sit-ups. Crunch. The final exercise I'm going to be showing you is called the dragon flag. This is not only going to help you to develop that core strength, and also it's going to work on your back muscles too. So if you're someone who's working towards the front lever, I would recommend adding dragon flags into your routine to really take your back and core strength to the next level. Let's work with the negatives first to gradually build up your strength. So find yourself a bar with some gap in between, and you want to pretty much rest all your weight onto your neck. I know that sounds bad, but watch me. Right, so grip onto the bar here, feet together. You can tuck your knees in towards your chest, lean back, stretch your legs forward, squeeze your bum, pull your heels back, and then I'm going to slowly lower down. As I lower down, I'm pushing my bum forward, point my toes, and then come down. That's 1 rep. A lot of people, what I see they do wrong is they go like this. They come down and then they start to fold in, and that's going to lose core engagement. So always think about pushing your hips forward, heels back. So hips forward, heels back to create a straight line. Let's do this again. So use your hands to really hold. And down. Do that for 3 reps, 3 sets. And once that gets comfortable, we're going to do full dragon flag races. So same idea. Let's go for 2 reps together. So up, use your hands to pull, squeeze your bum, point your toes, lower down as low as you can, keeping the body straight. Press up like that. You can pull with your hands to help you press up. Do that for 2 to 3 reps for 3 sets. So there you have it, friends. You've got 6 core exercises that you can do to strengthen your core to improve your calisthenics skills. Try them. I would recommend you to pick between 2 to 3 and add that towards the end of your workout, so that way you can strengthen your core muscles. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, comment, and also subscribe so that you can come back for more video like this one. For all online coaching inquiries, I'll leave the link down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next video.